We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Iran steps up attacks, a tax deal reached, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. The U.S. military carried out more strikes Tuesday against Houthi anti-ship ballistic missile sites in Yemen, knocking out several missiles as they were being prepared for launch, U.S. officials said. Also Tuesday, a suspected Houthi missile hit a Greek-owned ship in the Red Sea. The U.S. has targeted the Iran-backed militants at least 3 times in the last week as it steps up its response to the disruptive Houthi attacks on vessels, which began in November in a show of support for Hamas in its war with Israel in Gaza. The Biden administration also plans to put Houthi militants back on a list of terrorist organizations to help cut off their funding and weapons, 2 officials told Reuters. Biden removed the Houthis from the terrorist list at the beginning of his administration. Within 24 hours, Iran launched missile and drone strikes on targets in 3 countries, Iraq, Syria, and Pakistan, and took the extraordinary step of announcing its responsibility for the attacks, triggering anger from its neighbors. The developments have heightened concerns over the possibility of a wider Middle East conflict as the Israel-Hamas war and daily Israeli bombardment of the Gaza enclave passes the 100-day mark. Baghdad recalled its ambassador to Iran after the Monday night attack on its northern semi-autonomous Kurdistan region killed 4 civilians and injured at least 6. Tehran said the strike targeted an Israeli spy hub near the U.S. consulate in Erbil, the Kurdistan regional capital city. Iraqi Kurdish Prime Minister Masroor Barzani rejected the Iranian claim, describing the attack as a crime against the Kurdish people. Leading congressional Democrats and Republicans released a $78 billion bipartisan tax proposal on Tuesday that would revive expired business tax breaks and expand the child tax credit through 2025. The leaders hope to push the compromise legislation through Congress in the next few weeks in time for tax filing season, but they face opposition from some members of both parties. The agreement includes $33 billion to restore expired business tax benefits related to research, business, and capital deductions, and another $33 billion to extend the child tax credit included in the 2021 Pandemic Assistance Law. New Mexico is kicking off its 2024 legislative term with a number of gun control bills that the NRA is already teeing up to battle from the front lines. Extremist Governor Luann Grisham and her allies have unleashed a barrage of gun control proposals that punish the lawful while ignoring criminals. Last year, Luann Grisham effectively suspended the Second Amendment by denying citizens their right to carry and self-defense, NRA Institute for Legislative Action Executive Director Randy Kozuk said. Now she's doubling down on her attacks, effectively torching the Constitution with her latest gun control insanity. Luann Grisham held her State of the State address Tuesday afternoon and called for the passage of a gun safety package she said would better protect residents from crime and violence. Federal prosecutors say a brown leather pouch used by Hunter Biden to store his gun had cocaine on it. On Tuesdays, prosecutors asked the judge to reject President Biden's son's Hunter's efforts to dismiss gun charges because investigators found cocaine residue on the pouch used to hold his gun. Prosecutors told the judge that the strength of the evidence against him is overwhelming, rejecting Hunter Biden's claims that he was being singled out for political reasons. Hunter Biden previously made incriminating statements about his drug use in a 2021 memoir, but now investigators are saying the cocaine was found on the gun pouch after it was pulled from a state police vault last year. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.